My feelings, yeah.
Rudo imoto runoto kuchidziro amai.
Kuchidziro amai. Love is a fire.
Rudo imoto runoto kuchidziro amai.
All up in my feelings. I'm all up in my feelings, yeah.
Hi, it's your host Tinto, and I want to take a few seconds out of your precious time just to say thank you for helping me get to the 50th episode of the podcast. I never imagined hitting this milestone, but with your help and constant support, we have made it this far. So I'm giving you this episode a day early as your Christmas present and a token of my appreciation for your support. Please don't change, please keep rocking, and have a super duper Merry Christmas.
Is that a breakup? I think we have a situation right here.
On Feeling Station.
Hello.
Yo, what's happening?
Hi, Tinto. How are you?
Not too bad, second time lucky, huh?
Second time lucky, man.
You know, this is what always seems to happen with this FaceTime audio thing. I never really get the first connection through. It's always on the second. Yeah. I'm gonna have a word with the Apple, man.
It was ringing on my iPad, but then
all right,
so now
okay.
I've just seen a missed call now. So
Man,
yeah,
you're
we're
an
back.
Apple guy through and through, huh?
Loyal, bro.
Jeez.
Loyalty.
Welcome to the Feeling Station.
No, it's good. It's good to be here. Good to be here.
As you know, it's a podcast that touches on breakup stories that people would like to talk about. And one of the reasons why it's becoming very, very popular is that there are real lessons after each episode. Okay?
Yeah.
So I hope you got a couple of those ready. But before we get to that, the really great thing that we do here is hide people's names and identity as best as we can, right?
Yeah.
And so I've picked out a name for you from the motherland. This time we were in East Africa, Tanzania to be specific.
Okay.
And the name that I have for you is Abasi, which is Abasi, Abasi.
Abasi.
Yeah,
Okay.
and what Abasi means is stern, confident, and firm.
Yes.
Now, is that a fair description of you or of the girl you're gonna talk about? I like how you're laughing already.
I like my confidence was taken away. Definitely.
Really?
I was very stern. I was very persistent. But yeah.
But the situation took that away.
Took that away from me, bro. It took away a lot of confidence from me.
Damn.
You know,
bro.
you begin to lose your self-worth and everything. So
That's deep.
it's quite a sticky one.
That is deep. So I guess it's a very relatable name as well then. You know, because
Sounds like it.
right. What are you gonna call the girl you're gonna talk about?
I am going to call her Mandy.
Mandy. Okay.
Yes.
Now, is that a name of any significance or that's just a random one?
Now I'll just listen to a song called Mandy.
Oh, okay. You thought I'll take that
I
one.
just like it. Yeah.
Cool.
And
So there's an
it was
episode-
describing her as well. So
Really?
yeah.
Who's that song by?
Who's it by? It's by Scribs Riley.
Okay. Now you've made me want to go listen to that purely because you say it describes it down to a T. Cool.
It's a good song. Good song.
Into the lessons. What lesson or lessons would you like people to learn from your story today?
Just give up when the signs are not there.
Ooh,
Persistence is not always the answer.
really?
And
So we're saying-
just know your self-worth.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Just moving back onto the first one, you said give up when the signs are not there. Are you talking about the signs of interest in someone?
the signs of interest when she's not interested in you.
Really? So give
Yeah.
up. Oh wow. Okay. So give up
Yeah, just-
literally when the signs of interest in you are gone.
Yeah, just leave it. You know.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's lesson number 1, and lesson number 2 we have is know your self-worth. Cool. Do you have a third one, or you want us to keep it at 2 and then pick up any others that come up as we talk?
We can pick it up as we go along.
Great. So fire away, Chief. The floor is yours. Tell me about Abasi and Mandy right from the
All
beginning.
right. Okay. So my story began in the DMs.
In the DMs. It goes down in the DM.
In the DMs,
Which
bro.
platform
So-
are we talking about? Instagram, Facebook?
Insta. I'll say Insta. Yeah.
You obviously saw something you liked on her pictures.
Bro, I think I don't have a type specifically, but I looked at her. I'm like, okay, she looks like a bit of me. So, like-
but what is it about it that you liked in those pictures?
Right. I think she dressed it really well.
Nice.
You know, she looked like she carries herself around quite well, and like I like that. I like that. Very pretty as well.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're physically attracted to her.
Physically attracted, yeah. So the rest will come after.
Okay, so
you
straight
know.
into the DMs.
Straight into the DMs, say what's up. So at this point, we're in like 2 completely different countries. So I was just like, what am I doing? What's the point of doing this?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just started talking, and then coincidentally, right, this Mandy moved to
Where you
my
are?
country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Did you know that she was going to move at all? Or,
No.
Or she kept
No,
it
when
as a
I-
surprise?
When I slid in, I had no idea.
Nice.
Yeah. So as more and more we started talking, I was like, okay, you know, you start bringing it up. I'm like, yeah, maybe, but
Yeah.
I never took it seriously. So
Yeah.
next thing, she's here, and literally very, very close to me. So
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, maybe this is a sign, right?
Jeez. Yeah.
So at this time, I think she had a man.
You think or you know?
Okay, yeah, she had a man.
Okay, big question. Where was this man? Was he in the country that she was leaving, or she was the country that she's
Leaving.
moving to? Okay.
Leaving, yeah.
So for
now
you,
she's leaving him.
so for you,
She's
that
coming to
potentially
me.
felt like, okay, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, bro. I was like, yeah, this is really, really good for me.
Nice.
So I was excited.
Okay.
So yeah, she moved over. I met up with her and everything. You know, it was good vibes. You know, we started hanging out, and then yeah, I already knew I liked her, right? But yeah, I didn't know where she stood, but I hadn't really like gone into it because we had not really talked about it.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
do you know how sometimes as a guy you can get a feel that, okay, this chick likes me and I can tell she likes me. Was she not giving you any signs at all?
No, there were no signs at start because
Zero.
she was in a different country, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
and I was telling her stories about my, you know, what's going on with me with other girls. So like more like a friendship thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how we started. Like we're really, really good friends.
And I
you know,
guess
long
that's
distance.
how. And I guess that's how you found out about her boyfriend as well, because you guys were good friends anyway.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he just told me like, yeah, it's nothing. So
Nice.
as soon as she moved, I'm like, okay, fine, maybe this could work. So, you know, she came over, started talking. Things were going well, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, so I'm someone, right, that when I'm into someone, I'm there, and I don't really just get my head turned and move to someone else.
Once you're in,
Right.
you're in and you're committed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. So I think 2 weeks after, I met this. Oh my days! Oh,
Wow.
bro,
Yeah.
I met this girl. She was stunning. So she was
A different girl.
Different girl, yeah.
Wow. Where did you meet this girl?
Where did I meet her?
Yeah.
At school, at uni.
Okay, cool. Yeah, nice.
Yes. So she was European. She was amazing. Way out of my league. I was like, nah, there's no way.
Why do you say she was out of your league?
I don't know. I just those that my confidence was not like, you know. I
Yeah.
felt like I just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Now,
okay.
now there's no way I'll say that about someone because
Things
bruh,
have changed.
nah.
Yeah.
Things have changed, bro.
Okay.
Things have changed for the better. Yeah. So met this girl and then we started talking, and then from then I knew her. Like, you know what, this I'm gone. My head was gone.
Yeah.
So Mandy was, as soon as I met her, Mandy was all news. Literally all news. And then I started dating this other girl, right? And then completely lost touch with Mandy.
With Mandy, yeah.
Yeah, so now the situation where she's moved over, like we're talking, like I'm gonna show you around, you know. I was looking forward to it. And as soon as someone else entered the picture, I forgot about it.
Yeah. Damn.
So yeah,
So that was a bit cold.
that was very cold. But at that time I was like, bruh, I'm still young. You know,
Yeah.
let me live life. And to be honest, that girl, but she was amazing.
But interestingly enough, though, you were seeing Mandy as your friend.
I was.
So, so perhaps I'm trying to understand why you'd have let a friend go just because you met a pretty girl in uni.
That's because I knew that if I kept on talking to Mandy,
Yeah.
I was gonna leave the other one again.
Oh, I see. Oh,
You feel me?
So in a way, you knew that Mandy was a friend in quotes. You knew you felt deeper for her.
Yeah.
Than met the eye. Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So this one became my best friend. We dated for a while, and then she dumped me,
Ooh.
which broke me.
Why'd you get dumped?
This is quite an emotional story, actually.
Wow.
She was summer break, and then she wanted to take a break. Let's take a break. So at this point, I was, deep in love.
Just like that. She's just like, oh, summer break. Let's take a break.
Let's take a break and see what happens.
Damn.
When we come back.
I mean,
I was like,
what was the
cool.
reason though? The reason was what? You guys are going to be in two different places over summer.
Completely different places. She
How
was
far?
going how far?
How far are we talking in terms of distance? Same country, or she was going to a different country?
Different countries.
Oh,
she was going to party and everything. So she knew,
Well, I guess she kind of knew that she probably wanted to be with someone else and have sex with someone out there, and she didn't want to be the one to break your heart.
Bruh, that never crossed my mind.
Yeah, I mean that's possibly what happens. Some people are clean and honest like that. So one, it's about having a clean conscience about doing stuff, not feeling like she's doing anything behind your back, not feeling like she's cheating. So, in a funny way, she did you a favor. She did you guys good because at least you knew that she was away, and if she got up to something, she wasn't cheating on you.
I guess so. But that destroyed the friendship because now she was like my best mate. So anyway, that happened, and then I was quite messed up for a while.
Yeah.
And this is where Mandy comes back into the picture now because we start talking again, right? But now I start telling her things like I want her, I want a future with her and everything. But at the same time, I'm deep in the streets.
What does that mean?
I was trying to get over a breakup whilst, hooking up with other girls at the same time.
What the hell was going on with you, bro?
It was a dark time in my life, to be honest.
And before you go too far, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on.
Did you feel bad about getting back in touch with Mandy? Bearing in mind that you had broken off your friendship with her because you found someone you were interested in, so she wasn't really your friend. You didn't treat her like a friend.
No, I treat her very badly, man.
To me,
very, very badly.
To me, it almost sounds to me like you're just using her for comfort. So, did you feel bad when you decided to holler back at her? And was she receptive to you?
No, she was just like, cool, I understand what you're going through. I told the truth. Like, I had to stop communication because I knew I felt a certain way about you, but I wasn't sure about you, and someone else showed interest. So, just to make sure I did not cheat or end up having feelings for two different people, I had to choose one.
Okay.
So like, cool, I get that, we're cool. So we started talking again, So now the mistake I made, right, was I'm telling her all these things, and I think at that point she was not single, by the way. She was in a space where she actually wanted someone.
Right.
But I am saying these things and I'm doing something completely different to her face. I'm not even hiding it.
And she's seeing all of this.
She's seen all these things, bro.
And she's still interested whilst all of this is happening?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But we still talking. I'm like, I want you. I'm doing all these nice things with her, but at the same time, I'm going to party. She's there, and I'm busy, doing things to her face.
Bro, you are moving mad.
I was moving mad. I was moving mad. So now it became I would say a very toxic relationship me and her had, whereby we speak for like 2-3 months, like everywhere, Twitter, Gram, everywhere. and then we just stopped talking.
Why would you just stop
And then-
talking?
Because I would have messed up in some way. I would have got pissed off in some way.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, right? If the girl tells you she's not feeling it at that moment,
Yeah.
leave it. Just move on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he's telling me, you're telling me all these things, but you're doing something completely different. So how am I meant to believe you? I'm
Yeah.
like, fine, I'll change, you know? And then cool. Takes me back into life. We talk. And then I fuck up again.
So out
yeah.
of interest, did you guys actually ever become boyfriend and girlfriend?
No.
So what were you and Mandy doing? Were you just fuck buddies? Were you friends? What was it? Let's clear this up.
We were mates, but the feelings were one-sided.
Whoa. On whose side?
Yeah,
You were the one
my
who-
side.
Yeah. Okay.
At this point, I saw her as wifey, right? So, things went well. I mean, sometime last year, like we were talking, like really, 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 really nice. So I think that's when I met this other person now, and I think Mandy and I had gone on a date, and I think she had my phone, and I'd asked another girl on a date. So she sold out, and I started seeing someone before lockdown,
Yeah.
and she kind of knew I was doing that, and that's when I started hearing people start coming to me like, oh yeah, this Mandy person, she is moving mad with someone else. So I go straight to her and I confront her instead of asking her like, what's the story,
Yeah.
you know? And that's the wrong way to do it. So I just went in guns blazing. And
So
she
question
didn't like
for you.
that.
Why are you going guns blazing to your mate? Because that's what you've told me. You told me you guys are mates.
Yeah.
So why are you going in guns blazing to your mate? Well, your mate, that the mate you had feelings for, and you knew she didn't feel the same for you. What are you hoping she would say to you?
I'm just hoping. I don't know, bro.
I mean, didn't she have the right to be speaking to other guys since you guys weren't an item?
She did, but I think it's because of the conversations we had, where she would say, "Let's see what happens," right? Like I do see something happening between us, but I just need you to be, you know, about me and me alone, and no one else.
Okay, so she's probably saying this because she's seen that you were doing quite a few things around and in her face. So
Yeah,
so she wanted to feel secure that, okay, if you do decide that we want to be an item and I'm telling you I feel something for you, I just want to know that it's me. So she's being quite upfront with you and putting her cards on the table. And as you said, she'd broken up with her ex. So she was single and you were saying all the right things. So that door was kind of open. It sounds to me like you were showing some interest, but let's go a little deeper here.
Yep.
How physical were you guys? Did you guys kiss?
No.
Did you guys hold hands?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys have sex?
No.
So what the hell were you guys?
See, and
I'm not really getting this. Yeah.
that's why I'm here, right? I think I will bring up my main question at the end.
Okay.
Right? Because I can't seem to get over this person. And it's mostly because she really saw something between us and the signs were there. But obviously I kept on, moving mad. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I felt like when we decided it's you and me, let's try do this, she was not honest with me.
Okay, so before we get to that part, I'm going to take it back to the time when you caught wind that, okay, she's moving with another guy, and you got upset and you confronted her. Okay, what was the reaction in response to that?
Oh, she wasn't happy. She's like, don't go around listening to other people. And if you believe it, believe what you want. So she did not say yes. She did not confirm, nor deny anything.
Damn, what did that do to you?
I just stopped talking to her.
You stopped
That
completely.
completely, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying it was a very toxic relationship, because I stopped completely for like 6-7 months. You know, and it's like, fine, I've stopped completely, and then I see her again after 6 months, and then it's like nothing happened. You know, we just start speaking again.
So, what was stopping you from just openly saying to her, I want you to be my girlfriend? Because clearly you like this girl, or at least you think you like her.
What was stopping? Because I didn't know how she felt about me.
But you wouldn't know unless you said or you asked.
I did. But then she's like, let's take time, because I feel like you're not ready.
She was right though, wasn't she?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, explain that to me.
There were times when, you know, as a guy, you'll be speaking to people, but then there's one person you really want to speak to, and that was her for me. And I told her, and I acted that way. So when I did act that way, and she still thought I was moving mad, that really got to me. Like, what more can I do?
It does sound to me like you were moving mad, because remember, you'd go to a party and you would do madness.
But that was before, bro. That was before, you know. But I just think she was confused.
I think you didn't come across very clear to her what you wanted.
You think so?
Yeah, because when a guy really wants something, it is blatantly obvious, and girls talk to each other, right? They have conversations, and they would have said, "Hey, man, Abasi is on to me, like he is on to me, and I really don't know what to do or what to say." I don't think she had that kind of conversation, because for now, it feels to me like you were hinting to her that you like her, but you weren't cementing it because you weren't confident she liked you in the same way. Were you afraid of being rejected by her?
I could say that. I could say that. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Now you can't say you could say that and say 100%, because 100% would be saying that's it. So which one is it?
That's it. 100. Yeah.
Okay. Now, where does that fear of the rejection stem from? Had you been in a relationship before where you had been rejected by someone and you didn't like it, or it's just the pure human nature within us to be afraid of rejection?
No, I'm not really afraid of it, because I've only been in like one relationship.
Okay.
So I can't really say this girl's rejected me because of that. With her, it was more like that was end game for me, the way I saw it.
Okay.
So it was like, if she says no, then what? You know? So and that's still deep in my mind now. Like, why wouldn't she go for me when I was very, very serious about it?
Yeah.
And this was literally after the 6 months we had stopped talking. Because I saw her at some party.
Yeah.
Then we like danced together, and then we just started talking again. And now this was like day in, day out, you know, every day. And then we went out again. So I was like, yeah, maybe something's gonna happen, yeah, you know? And it's like, because you're in like the same friendship group with other people, people are gonna talk. And she gets told things about me. I get told things. I'm like, why can't people mind their own business?
Yeah.
And that was the main problem with our friendship per se, because so many people were involved. So it's like, she wants to believe me, but someone's telling her that
Something else.
this guy's moving mad still.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, bruh, how can I be doing that? Right? It's fucking lockdown. What am I doing? You know, I'm just focusing on me. I'm doing my own thing. So that really pissed me off.
Here's one thing about women. They like feeling reassured. Reassurance for them is a big thing. So how were you reassuring her that you are not moving mad? Besides saying it's lockdown, I can't be moving mad. What else did you do to reassure that, look, this is the real deal. I want you. I want us.
I went to see her a lot of times. We don't stay in the same area, so went to see her a few times. You know, I'm trying to tell her we're going out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not someone that does that with any person I see. I'm really not. So for me that was very. It's a big thing for me.
Now, let's talk about things that are big for you. Is chemistry a big thing?
Chemistry is a big thing for me, and it was there.
Is physical touch a big thing?
Yes.
So why weren't you kissing her?
She didn't want to. Mm. So I'm telling you, bro, you know what? Okay, fine. I'm just going to bring this up now. Yeah. I think what really got to me, like I said, physical touch is big to me. And the fact that she never wanted to do anything with me, that's why I lost confidence in myself. I lost my self-worth. I was like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You know? Because I don't struggle with these other girls. I don't struggle. But with you, why am I struggling to do anything? You know, like, what is it? And she just tells me like, oh, it's nothing about you. It's just that I want to take time. I want to make sure because of things you've done before. I do see a future, but let's just take our time because to me, it's not a big deal. I'm like, if it's not a big deal to you, then why not? You know? And she kept on saying the same thing again and again.
You see, for me, that statement that she made to say, I see something, but just brings back that whole thing about reassurance that women are always after.
Yep.
In a way, she was communicating to you that, you know, there is some hope about this, but I'm feeling short within this space. Now, from this conversation, I can't really tell what it was that she was feeling short on. It feels to me like she wasn't confident that she had stopped moving mad, but it wasn't very clear to her that she had stopped moving mad. And I'm not sure I know how I would best suggest how you may have evidenced this to her.
I think when you build, I wouldn't say a reputation around yourself, that this is him.
It's hard to break.
It's hard to break.
Yeah.
It was very hard for me to break that.
Man.
Because there was an ask about Abasi and like, oh yeah, him, you know? So the trust already, it's not there.
You see, trust is a very big thing.
Yeah.
And somebody once gave me an analogy that it's very similar to a clay plate, right? So imagine you've got one of these dinner plates that you have in the house. If it drops and splits into 5 pieces, right? 5 big chunks. You can get them back together because they're not a million pieces and shards on the ground, right?
Yeah.
If you put those 5 pieces together, you will still get a usable plate, but you can tell that this plate is tarnished.
Jeez.
And you can tell that this plate is not the same. And some people are okay with that and some people just aren't. And this is what it feels like is happening in your situation. So you have a name, you have an image to yourself that's been tarnished and shattered.
Completely.
By some movements that you may have been making. Now, some people might be okay dealing with that. They can still see that, okay, there's some visible scars and problems here, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And other people are just not okay with it. And Mandy sounds to me like that person who wasn't okay with it.
100%.
And
yeah, and
maybe she just didn't have the guts to tell you because remember you guys have been communicating and you're pen pals for a while. Now you're in the same country, same place. You've got some friendship that you want to try and preserve.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like you guys were you are better as friends than you would be as lovers. And as you rightfully say, it feels like you were the one who was feeling things for her.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know if what you're feeling for her was really as solid because remember you moved away from her and you got with the girl that you met in uni. She was more interesting. So when you went back, it feels like she was your next best alternative. Almost like a rebound of a sort.
Yep.
But the rebound just wasn't feeling you. So maybe what you're struggling with now is, okay, why was I being rejected by my next best alternative?
And that's something I've struggled with for a while because it seems like I meet someone, yeah? And then we start talking like things are going well. But at the back of my mind, there's Mandy. And I just can't seem to get over her because I think I haven't finished the story where we start talking again after like 6 months and things are really good to the point where like I just say to myself, like I've lost so much confidence. I've lost so much out of myself because it's not your fault, but just be honest with me. Do you see something happening here or not? So she just told me like, let's just drop it because, you know, she's got things she needs to sort out in her life at the moment and it's just not the right time. So I'm like, bruh, for me, I understand that, but I've been saying that to myself like time, but I'm just going to go for it. So if you're not going to go for it, let's, you know, like you said, let's drop it. So that's when we stopped talking. So we haven't spoken since. But now I'm afraid that when we do meet up again, all that's gonna come back, and I don't want that to happen ever again.
So, question for you.
Yeah.
What value do you get out of being Mandy's friend? But what does she help your life with? What does she improve within yourself and within your life?
Right. She is a very confident woman, and she works very hard, and she pushes me to do the best as well for myself. And that's the one thing she always does. She wants the best for me.
Okay. So
she's very honest with me.
So do you have a best friend, a guy?
A guy, just my brother, I would say.
Okay. Now your brother, is he a confident guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he a driven guy? Is he a guy who inspires you to do better than you currently are?
Yes, I would say that. Yeah.
Now all of those yeses are the very same yeses that Mandy has. So you have an alternative to Mandy that could help you achieve those very same goals.
Okay.
So Mandy's not Mandy's not required to make you achieve those.
Yeah.
Let's think about something else that she adds value to your life about.
She gives really good cuddles. Anyway.
Wow. Okay. Now that you possibly could get from somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't know who. But here's the truth of the matter. Mandy's not into you, bro. Right?
Yeah.
She's not interested. She's not into you. She's not giving you the signs. And that's the very same lesson that you just brought out here. And it makes a lot of sense. Your first lesson was give up when the signs of interest in you are not there. And there are zero signs of interest in you.
Yep. Yep.
Right? So right now we just have to accept the hard truth that, okay, I take it you're a very good looking guy. Okay? And from the description that you've given me, this period that you're moving mad says to me that women are drawn to you easily anyway, and it's easy for you to connect. So you're not going to have difficulty finding somebody else who can give you good cuddles.
Oh yeah, 100%. But then the main thing for me, is like I said earlier, right? This is a question I'm going to ask now. Is it more of a thing where I keep on going back because I feel like I said, physical touch is big to me, right? And the fact that we never got there, is that why I keep on going back? Or is it because I actually do feel something deeper?
I think you keep going back because she's the one that got away.
You think so?
Yeah. It's the mountain you didn't conquer.
Exactly, yeah.
And once you conquer it, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, is that it? And then it's gonna become easier for you to let go. So this is not about Mandy, it's about you.
Right.
And what you've been able to achieve.
Right.
You've not had trouble attracting. Remember that woman that you were in love with from uni? You say she was out of your league?
Yeah.
Right? But you were able to be with her. She was yours. She was your thing and you fell hard for her. You conquered that barrier. You are victorious. She's walked away. She's broken up with you, but you've moved on because it's something you conquered.
Exactly.
And here is something that is more in tune and in line with you, that is less of, it doesn't feel like you are punching here. And you haven't got to that point. So you haven't conquered. So you always want to go back and try and see, how can I best achieve this? How can I get over this hurdle?
Yeah, but I can't do that anymore, can I?
No, you can't. You definitely can't, because you've already picked up this as one-sided. You're the only one who's interested in this relationship. You're the only one who wants it to grow. You're the only one who wants to get physical. Yeah. She doesn't. At some point, she will start seeing you as a nuisance.
Damn.
And just chat.
You don't want that.
You don't want that. She's going to chat with the girls and say, look, Abasi, I've been trying to tell him, man, he's just not getting it. We don't even kiss. All we do is hold hands. I can't even look into his eyes. Yeah. And then remember when you said that, people talk and you build a reputation around yourself for something. You don't want to build a reputation of being that guy who's being a nuisance and not letting go.
Yeah.
It's not a good look. Because now even when you slide into somebody else's DM and then the same circles,
I completely agree with you.
She's going to be like, oh, damn, he's moving to me now. I wonder. So, no, man, Mandy's just your mate. And just leave it there. Because even You see, the risk that you now run, apart from what we've just described, is that if you do get to be physical with her, what if your gas kisses shit?
Then what?
You know, and yeah, then
I
what?
still want to find out. Yeah.
You know what?
Bruh.
If it's rubbish, you're just adding another layer of something that could possibly be wrong. Because now she'll be like, oh, I shouldn't have because, oh man, that kiss was terrible. And even for yourself, you can be like, what was I hanging on to all of this for?
Yeah.
Right? So I've seen your picture, I've seen your image. You're a very good looking guy. There's somebody out there who potentially is struggling to sleep every night saying, man, this guy, he's just not giving me no attention. That's because you hung up on Mandy, who doesn't give a shit about you.
Clearly, bro. Clearly.
So here's the good thing. We are approximately 8 days from the new year. This is a nice time for you to pack your bags and leave the situation with Mandy and start the new year with a fresh, clean page and looking for somebody who's genuinely interested in you.
Yeah, because I feel like I deserve that.
And just to give you some form of reassurance, in terms of the self-worth thing that you said you're feeling is now a challenge, it's not actually your fault. It really isn't your fault. It's got nothing to do with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just moving to somebody who's not interested in you.
Yeah.
It's that simple. I do not like seafood at all. Right? And there's nothing you can do to make me want to have it. I mean, I'll try it because I'm open to trying stuff. But because I've tried it, I know it's not for me and I can let it go.
Okay. Yeah.
You've tried with Mandy. You've genuinely tried with Mandy. And now she's got to the point where she's also told you, no, let's just leave this. I think it's time we listen to exactly what she's saying.
Yeah. So should I just drop the friendship as well?
Well, what benefit are you getting from the friendship?
Honestly, at this point, nothing. It doesn't matter if we talk or we don't talk.
There's your answer right there.
Yeah.
Drop it.
Completely, yeah.
A lot of these things have got to do with reassurance, right? So this feels to me like a conversation where I need to reinforce just how good you are as a guy and how you need to let go. There is really no benefit for either one of you to keep this thing alive.
Yeah.
It's probably going to hurt you more when you find out that she's now moving with someone else and they're having a great time. And you want to be prepared for when that happens. When it happens, you must be in a position where you can say, oh, okay, well, then, yeah, that's nice. They look good because you've moved on and you've let go.
Yeah.
Now, moving on doesn't mean you're getting with another girl and moving mad like you did before, right? Because that that potentially could just tarnish your name
dog days, bro.
even further, you know. So I need you to think about what you really want in a woman. Do you want companionship? Do you want affection? Do you want love? Do you want support? Do you want physical attraction? What is it that you really want? Just think about 3 main things that you want in a woman, okay?
Yeah.
When you highlight those 3 things, think about how you can benefit them as a person. Once you do things from that angle, things become easier to form something formidable.
Okay.
So maybe try that. Where do you meet people generally? I mean, COVID has made it impossible now. People used to meet at church. People used to meet in the park, in clubs, in the office. Now,
it's been very quiet recently, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've had a very quiet one. I prefer meeting people in person, wherever that might be. Do I do the DMs thing anymore? Nah, I'm over it.
Why is that?
So, I think I've DM'd quite a lot.
You're tired of the game. You're tired of the DM game.
No, I'm tired. I'm telling you, I am tired. But at the same time, it's not like I'm constantly searching or anything. It's just I'm really happy where I am at the moment. If someone comes to my life, then cool. If someone doesn't, then that's cool. I'm not really like searching.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing is just to get over this this Mandy thing.
So how do you plan to get over it then?
I mean, we don't speak anymore. So that's one. But it's like I see her pictures people post with her. I'm like, here we go again. I think the other day I was very tempted to message her, but I just like, nah, don't do it. That's why I'm like, oh shit, we can't be doing this again, because I know once they let us out again, chances are high you're going to be the same place a lot of times. And it's like I don't want to go back into that space where we start hanging out again. That's what I'm really trying to avoid.
I'm not one of those guys who's fond of the block button, but if it's essential for my healing, I do it. But I do it with an accompanying message. So you have two options: either to go cold turkey, block her on every front, and erase the number, right? Or you could ping her a message and say, hey, I've not been able to move away from the situation, and I feel it's important for me to disconnect from you to help with my healing.
Right.
So because of this, I'm going to block you here and there and there and there. It's not out of bad mind. It's just for me to heal. And then you go. Don't be too quick to receive a response. If you do receive a response and it's one of those that could potentially get you to get back to her, ignore it. You have to.
Okay.
Because there might be a temptation for her to write back and say, no, don't do it. We'll be okay. We'll be fine. Don't worry. Nothing will happen. I'm not sure that will be true. Just put yourself as number one. Right?
Okay.
Don't respond and do it anyway. Because you've already put the disclaimer to say, I'm doing this for my healing. And if she genuinely does care for you, she will understand. And she won't be selfish.
Okay, I'll take that advice. Definitely. See what...
This has been very interesting, man. I wish you good luck. I'm going to keep tabs on you, just to keep in touch and find out how things are going. And if you're having difficulty with this situation, you've got my number.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll definitely do that. I just wanted to hear someone else's point of view as to what's been going on.
Hit me up as and when you feel is necessary.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking your time.
Sure. So for those listening to this episode of The Feeling Station, again, 2 lessons came up. 1, give up when you see the signs that somebody's not interested in you. This couldn't be more true and more relatable than has been illustrated in this episode. And the second one, know your self-worth. And in this case, Abasi has got a hint that maybe his self-worth has taken a dip, which is okay. He can't help himself. But starting January 2021, I know he's going to turn a new leaf and that self-worth is going to go right back up to where it was before. You've been listening to another episode of The Feeling Station. I'm your host, Tinto, and I look forward to catching you next week. Peace.
Tell me what you're feeling.
Satis ondaro raini and chake zaini.
Tell me what you're feeling. Now that it's over.
Satis ondaro raini and chake zaini.
Let me talk about my feelings. Let me talk about my feelings, yeah.
Rudoi motoru noto kujidziro amai.
Kujidziro amai. Love is a fire.
Rudoi motoru noto kujidziro amai.